You want to know something I'm very excited about? Every year, my friend Dom Beveridge from 20for20 interviews 20 executives from across the multifamily industry, a broad spectrum, third-party property managers that are just solely third-party property managers, owned books of business, or a blend of the two, or a hybrid of the two. All asset classes are represented in the report. 20 anonymous people. I like that part of the report, in that you're not seeing the names that go along with the facts that are going on the ground, and I like that. But Dom has done that research. He releases that sometime in the month of February. Generally speaking, I think this is the 6th year that the report will be coming out. He basically interviews these executives as it relates to things that are going on in their companies and in the industry, because whatever they are working on in the companies tend to be the broader trends that are going on in the industry. And he released something on December the 7th. I just had the opportunity to read it. I've got a giant stack of research that I have wanted to get to and now have some time to get to. But he outlined a couple of different categories, high level categories that he dug into this year. So, how operators are actually buying technology, kind of the decision making process and the framework that they use to actually buy technology, the state of artificial intelligence. I know that has been a real buzzword, not only in the multifamily industry, but across industry. And, there were a lot of speculation that AI would really revolutionize the industry this year. That hasn't, or in 23, it didn't necessarily come to be. But I do think that every supplier partner and property management company, real estate operators are thinking about AI, and they are laying the groundwork for actually implementing AI into their product offerings and then also into their hierarchies and infrastructure. So I think that 24 will be the real year where AI takes off in the business. And I've seen some incredibly cool technology that will really be the architecture and the backbone for AI becoming a real thing in the industry this year. Connected communities is another broad topic. Short-term rentals. Don believes there is a movement going on in the short-term rental arena and space, and I agree with him wholeheartedly. Data and analytics, in a real way, I think data and analytics have grown up in a real way, and some of the architectures and platforms out there that have been developed over the last several years have matured. The data sets are bigger and better and richer than they have ever been, and I think the ability to commingle those data sets with other data sets out in the marketplace is a real thing. And 24, 25, 26, the data that we will be able to harvest out of our ecosystems and other ecosystems, when married together, will yield information that will allow us to make decisions that will just really catapult our industry into a whole new business operating space, in addition to the way we actually efficiently run real estate, even in sourcing real estate from different markets. What we choose to underwrite, it will become just a very different thing in the year 24, 25, 26. And centralization. Centralization. I saw Moshe Crane say recently, can we stop calling it centralization? While I don't disagree with him, I think that it's not about the word. It really is not about the word centralization or efficiency or whatever word you want to tag to it. I generally don't try to get tripped up on what we call the thing. What really matters is the result of the thing, the ability to use that thing to create an outcome that is beneficial to the asset, beneficial to the team member, beneficial to the investor. And I think that centralization is a thing that will really appeal to the masses in 24, 25, 26. I think what Dom has stated in here is we're still trying to figure that out, what a fully centralized effort means from an administrative perspective, from a maintenance perspective, and from a leasing perspective. And I think these days in 24, and certainly in the year 25, 26, we are going to see the complete maturation of those particular areas of the business as it relates to centralization. I think what's going to be really interesting is as we sort of see the maturing nature of centralization, you're going to see automation completely take over some of those things that we have centralized uh, leading up to this moment in time. So there might be this leapfrog event where maintenance is sort of trailed behind administrative and leasing. And it might be such that you don't need to build the roadways, so to speak, for the maintenance centralization. You'll be able to jump right to automation. You'll completely jump over one piece of this sort of the natural progression of making that part of the business more efficient. So anyway, more to come. Very excited. I read this sort of tease for the 20 for 20 report that, again, I think comes out in the month of February-ish. And Dom does a tremendous job. I cannot give enough credit to him as it relates to the research that he does, the authoring that he does, and what ends up being a look forward to product that we get to read every year. So thanks to Dom, and we look forward to it. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.